Lunchtime. This is what I'm eating. Guess what it is? Take a guess. What is this? What are you eating, Justin, for lunch? You will never probably guess what this is. 'Cause most people don't really know that this kind of food exists. They've never cooked this kind of food. They've never even considered. And yet, a lot of people think that they're eating healthy, or they're training, or their diet matches their training. This is what Bruce Lee ate. I'm serious. This is what Bruce Lee ate. That's a hint. Guess what it is. What is this? It's not steak. Bruce Lee ate steak, by the way. Hey, Anita Hand Shop. Hey, Anita Hand Shop. Purple heart. Hey, Anita Hand Shop. Purple heart. So I want you guys to guess in the chat what I'm eating for lunch. What am I eating for lunch? Oh, it's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. Mm-hmm. So, take a guess. I'm going to give you the answer of what I'm eating for lunch soon. I just want you to guess. And the hint is, this is what Bruce Lee ate. A lot of people that are really serious about their training haven't really considered eating this. And this is a serious food. If you really want to improve performance, this is very nutritious. Right? So the answer is liver. I am eating liver. This is a combination of beef and chicken liver that I cooked up. Okay? Now, most people are scared to eat liver. Bruce Lee ate liver. Liver King ate liver. The difference was Bruce Lee didn't take steroids. But actually, he did. Bruce Lee took anabolic steroids late into his career. But that stuff is swept under the rug. Most people don't talk about that. So I'm eating liver with onions and ground beef. I made it myself. So the point of this, me showing you this lunch of mine, is to open your mind. Yes, eating chicken breast. Yes, eating steak. Yes, eating ground beef. Yes, eating salmon is good for you, for your health. But you know what's even better than all of those foods combined? Organ meats. A lot of you don't go near organ meats. Why? It's more nutritious than salmon, steak, ground beef, chicken breast, all of them. Way more nutrients. I think it's just the exposure and the stigma of organ meats. If I say to you, I'm going to cook liver, I'm going to cook chicken hearts, I'm going to cook chicken gizzards, I'm going to cook beef intestines, you're going to like, imagine your mind is like racing. It's like, ugh, yuck, I'm going to throw up. But actually, when you cook it, you season it properly, it's just fine. Now, the trick to eating liver is to not overcook it. Because if you overcook it, like overdone, it's going to taste like a rubber shoe. But if you just make it like a little, add a little pinkness, like give a little bit of a pinkness in the middle of the meat, then it's eatable. It's edible. You add it with onions. Hello, Julie. We're just having lunch, talking about liver. Why it's good for you. Liver is very good for you, more nutritious than any. It could taste like a rubber shoe if you overcook it, but I don't. I'm live streaming. Someone has just entered. I thought you were going out.
Huh?
I thought you were going out. Mm. Mm. Took my lunch. So you can see that better? Oh yeah. Liver. So liver is so good for you. But most people are afraid to eat it. Most people are afraid to cook it. Hello, Solar. Bon appetit. So, Where do you get liver? Where's a good place to shop for liver? You're probably wondering. Go to your local Asian supermarket. I don't know what it is, but Western supermarkets, they don't sell organ meats. They don't give like a large variety. I've looked everywhere, so I've shopped at the Western supermarkets a lot, daily. The only organ meats I can find there are usually like frozen beef liver, which is fine. But if I want more variety, then I have to go to the Asian supermarket. So here in Vancouver, we have a supermarket called TNT. It just caters to Asian foods. So in the meat section, there's chicken gizzards, chicken hearts, chicken brain, beef intestine, chicken, all kinds of organ meats. So start if you're new to liver, I recommend trying chicken liver. Chicken liver is easier on the palate. Okay, beef liver is kind of harsh, right? So you need to build up a tolerance. Beef liver is more nutritious, but it's harder to eat, harder to stomach. It's a tougher taste. Chicken liver is softer, has a bit more flavor. So what I do is I mix chicken liver with beef liver. Fry with onions. Okay, so go to your local Asian supermarket, wherever you are in the world, and ask for chicken or beef liver. And I don't know why, but I look at YouTube liver recipes. A lot of them, they like to soak the liver in milk to drain the blood before cooking. To me, that's just a waste of milk. I don't want to, like, because I see them like pouring a whole bowl full of milk, and then they soak the liver in the milk. Drains the blood. I don't know why they do that. It's just a waste of milk, a waste of blood. Like, man up. Man up. A little bit of blood won't kill you. Drink the blood of... I drink the blood of Bandy's tracks. There will be blood. So don't be afraid to cook beef or chicken liver. See it. So as you can see, something else you should notice. This bowl is not full. It's kind of like half full for a reason. That reason is eat smaller meals, smaller portions, more frequently throughout the day. Because if I have, like, for example, if I have a whole bowl of liver, this whole bowl is filled with liver, I'm gonna pass out. I'm going to need more time to recover. And usually after lunch, I take a quick nap if I can. Because, I don't know, I'm so used to taking naps after lunch. Because when I was in Korea, that's all I would do, just take a nap. We would all sleep during our lunch break. Digest. Please support you? Support you with what? So what I do is I keep the blood in the liver and just put it on the frying pan. So the way I cook liver is first, I take one whole onion, I chop it up, put it in the frying pan, turn the heat on, add the olive oil, let the onion cook first. And then I take the liver out, I chop up the liver using scissors, because in Korea, we use shears or scissors when we cut up our meat. It's faster, it's way faster versus putting on a chopping board and then chopping the meat up individually. No, you could just take the liver out of the package, place it on top of the onions on the frying pan, and then use tongs with one hand and then scissors with the other. And just cut up the organ meat. Salt, pepper, soy sauce if you want, whatever seasoning you want. And that's it. Add a bowl of salad if you want. You're good to go. Now, how often should you eat liver? Should you eat it every day? No. Chicken breast I can eat every day, but liver every day? No, I can't stomach it. I don't want to I don't recommend eating this every day. I recommend eating organ meats once a week. Once a week is enough. Once or twice a week. I mix it in. I do a rotation. So I'll do a rotation of chicken breast, ground beef, steak, salmon, cod, canned tuna. What else? I have like canned sardines, canned oysters, canned mussels, eggs. And you're probably wondering, what is this drink that I'm drinking? Okay. So, this is not grape juice. This is beet juice. This is beet juice. Now, for those of you who don't know what beet juice is, I have to talk about Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano was undefeated boxer in old school era of boxing. Okay, look him up, Rocky Marciano. So Rocky Marciano was known for his strength, but also his stamina. He just had stamina, endless stamina, like a bull. Never got tired. Okay, and one of his secrets was drinking beet juice. This is beet juice. So he would drink glasses of beet juice because to improve his stamina, his cardiovascular. Yeah, cardiovascular muscles, cardio. All right, so what I recommend you to do is you can get beet juice and beet juice powder, or you can get like a pure beet juice in a glass bottle. But I don't recommend drinking pure beet juice because when I drink pure beet juice, my stomach just reacts like crazy. All right, so what I do is I mix the beet juice with water, and it's tolerable. And then I can add like on top of this, so the water, the beet juice, I can add my other supplements like glutamine, creatine, pre-workout. Yeah, you name it. Collagen powder if I wanted to. Collagen powder is good for your skin, your joints, and all that. But yeah, beet juice. And beet juice doesn't really have a nice taste. Pure beet juice should taste bitter. So to offset the bitterness, that's why I add water. and then some pre-workout in there too as well. Yeah, it tastes something decent, right? So liver and onions and beet juice is my lunch today, and I had like a cucumber over there. But yeah, that's my lunch. What's your lunch? It was so funny watching like the Liver King. Marino. Hello. It was so funny watching the Liver King when he was popular. He was advocating eating raw liver. No, you don't have to do that. I don't eat any raw organ meats or raw meats. Ugh, yuck. Unless I want diarrhea. What language are you? Jai Shri Ram? What is that? Are you Japanese? I see katakana. Ah, so that's my lunch. Okay, and I'm in Pacific time here in Vancouver. So right now it is 12:30 p.m. How about you? Supplements. Okay. So what do I take for supplements after my lunch? Okay, so here's one: cod liver oil. Cod liver oil is very good for you. That's a supplement right there. Cod liver oil. I used to take this in spoon form. So I had the oil. So I pour the cod liver oil onto a spoon, and yeah, cod liver oil. Okay. I know there's omega 3 fatty acid oil supplements, fish oils. Yeah, I tried all of them. They give you fish breath, but the best fish oil on the market, in my opinion, is cod liver oil. Okay, so just pick this up. Am I Japanese? No, I'm not. Are you? Okay, another supplement. 12:30 a.m. in your country. What country are you from? Asadullah. This is another supplement that I take after lunch. D3. So D3 is just a little pill. Okay. That's all I do. I used to take take supplements, like a multivitamin, men's multivitamin. I haven't gotten my hands on one lately. But yeah, instead of a men's multivitamin, I take a green juice. So the green juice has all the vitamins in it. And I drink that green juice in the morning, first thing. So in the morning, I wake up, I have a spoonful of apple cider vinegar with mother. Spoonful of apple cider vinegar, I just take a shot of that. And then I rinse it down with green juice. So this is green juice powder. Mix it with water, big glass of water, and then that's my first meal. So I don't really need a men's multivitamin. I've been to Japan. I went to Osaka. Osaka was interesting. I like Osaka just because it's fun to walk around that whole area. It's like, to me, walking around Japan is like walking around Disneyland like a kid, as a kid. When you're in Disneyland as a kid, everything is just amazing. It's like a fantasy. When I was walking around Osaka alone, I was just mesmerized by everything around me. Like, yeah, the tourist things that you do in Osaka, like eat takoyaki, visit the mall, or the the famous food vendors and all that. Yeah, that's okay. But what I really liked doing in Osaka was just walking around the streets, just getting lost. That's what I like to do in Seoul too. Just walk around the streets and get lost. Why are you staying up at 12:30 a.m. in your country? Hmm. Where in Japan are you from? Hmm. Yeah, so Osaka is nice, amazing. Okay. One thing that was one story I can tell you about Osaka is that I saw these glamour guys. What do you call them? Like these male escort guys. They look like J rock stars. Have you ever seen J rock stars? Like Japanese rock stars? Like they wear a lot of makeup. These guys, they wear a lot of facial makeup. They have long hair and they wear these extravagant vampire looking costume clothing, dress suits, and all that. And they're obviously paid to entertain women, drinking with them and hanging out like a male escort. I was at a 7-Eleven in Osaka late at night and I saw two of these male escorts street fighting outside. It's like I think they were like rival companies or rival gangs or something. They just started brawling. That was fun. That was memory. And what was it? What is that drink in Japan? Strong. It's like a strong zero, I think. It's like a hard lemon uh, soda with lots of alcohol in it. Strong zero, I think it's called. Lemon. That stuff's good. I like that stuff. We don't have that stuff in here in Canada or Korea, but that's the first drink that I liked in Japan. Strong zero in the can. It's kind of like it reminds me of Monster energy drinks, but with alcohol. Right? It gives you that buzz, that nice buzz, alcohol buzz. And, I think it was pretty cheap too. Yeah. So I don't know what's the situation with Japan nowadays. Japan is like so messed up with all these tourists. I see all these like all I see on YouTube are these weird tourists and foreigners traveling around Japan and just making a mess. Like I saw the clips of the that TikTok kid. He has like a portable speaker. He just starts blasting music in public areas in Japan, and then he creates a circle of kids, his fans, and he does a backflip. Like, come on. Uh huh. Okay. How's India? How is India? I only heard stories about India from others. India is a wild place, a very wild place. I heard. Like what the footage that I see coming from India is all kinds of stuff, crazy stuff. It depends on what part of India. M- MGR manager? Are you a manager? I see MGR. Manager Dynamic? Do I speak India Hindi? No, I speak English. But here in Vancouver, we have a very huge Indian population. Nature guy, hello. We have a very huge Indian population. Like it's like I would say 1 out of 3 people that I encounter have an Indian background here. It's that huge. I don't know why. It's just huge. Indian population here. Indian community. And guess what? There's a lot of Indian fights. like where in India should I go? I heard Calcutta's nice. I heard of Goa. Goa sounds nice. But there was a gym that I used to go to. Kerala. Okay. Kerala. I like to go to I like to go places where there's not a lot of tourists, you know? It's just mostly locals. Like undiscovered places. Hidden gems, you would say. Places that most people tourists would never think of venturing out to. It hasn't been desecrated by tourists. Those kind of places. Right? Quiet neighborhoods, places. Right? When I was in Seoul, like many years ago, there weren't a lot of foreigners walking around. Right? And I liked at that time when I was like the only foreigner around me in Seoul. But now Seoul is just infested with foreigners. There's so many foreigners now in Seoul. So you walk across the street, oh, there's a white person, black person, Indian person, Chinese person, all kinds of foreigners now in Seoul. It's like the word is out. Everyone loves to live and visit Seoul. And now there's just so many tourists. The mainland Chinese, oh my god. There's so many mainland. I was surprised. My recent trip to Korea, I was surprised to see like this huge mainland Chinese population in Seoul now. It's like wow, they have wow, came out of nowhere. Like before, like when my first stay in Korea a long time ago, there were zero mainland Chinese, zero foreigners. Now it's just oof, crazy. It's just there's so many mainland Chinese people in Seoul. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I like to go off the beaten path, places where there's not a lot of tourists or foreigners, and just blend in with the culture. Just all I do is just listen and observe. Right now, I'm speaking to you live from Vancouver, BC, but I'm originally from Korea and Hong Kong. So a lot of people call me Jackie Chan. I never heard of Kerala. Which means doctor of medicine. Oh, you're a doctor. Oh, hello, doctor. Doctors, what kind of questions do most people ask you as a doctor? I'm wondering because I'm not gonna ask those questions for you. What do most people ask of you, Doctor Dymick, as a doctor? Frequently asked questions. In Korea, as a foreigner, once they figure out that you're a foreigner, they always ask the same 4 questions. It's like The same every day when I encounter somebody new in Korea, like a Korean local, they always have the same question. Where are you from? Wow, your Korean's so good. How old are you? Do you like soju? Same four questions every time you meet somebody new in Korea. They ask you these four questions as a foreigner. Why does it hurt when I do this? Why does it hurt when I do this? What is that what the patient's doing? Okay, so in Korea, if you're a foreigner, they're gonna ask you these four questions, the locals, every day. Every goddamn day for the rest of your life. They're gonna ask these four questions. Where are you from? Okay? Same in Thailand. Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? Canada. Okay? Oh, Canada, nice place. Hello, Zirak. So the first question, where are you from? Where are you from? Canada. Okay. Oh, wow, Canada, nice place. Yeah, it's cold, boring as hell, okay? Second question. It's not really a question, it's like an observation. Wow, your Korean's so good. 한국말 잘해요. 한국말 잘해요. They say that as a way of giving you a compliment. Oh, 한국말 잘해요. It's like, wow, your Korean's very good. All you can say is 안녕하세요, and then they'll say, oh, 한국말 잘해요. Okay. Another observation or compliment that they will give you if you're a guy. So, oh, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. Or if it's a girl, oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty, right? They just want to be on your good side. They're trying to compliment you, okay? So you're so handsome. If you're not handsome, wow, you look so smart. If a girl's ugly, wow, you look very smart. Okay, they'll find a way to compliment you, okay? Get in under your skin, okay? And then the third question is that, how old are you? Okay, now in Korea, they have to figure out how to address you because if everything's by age hierarchy in Korea, if you're younger than them, they have to speak to you in a more casual way. If you are older than them, then they have to speak up to you more respectfully, right? So they got to figure out what program to use. Should I use Mac or PC with you? It's kind of like that. Right? What software should I use? Okay, how do I address you from now on in? And then the fourth question, do you like soju? Because they want to drink. They want to, if they ask you, if they ask you this question, this fourth question, do you like soju? They want to get to know you better. And the way Koreans interrogate someone new is by drinking with them. Whether you're doing business or making friends or going on a date, the best way to get to know somebody in Korea is to get drunk together. Okay? Because your guard is down. And then you can just let it all out. Be honest. Because it's very hard to be honest in front of a stranger for the first time. No, you won't get an honest answer. Whether you're doing business, going on a date, trying to make a new friend, yeah, you won't really know that person truly until you have drunk several bottles of soju together and just puke and just go through the war together. The war of friendship, the war of honesty. I call it the internal war. It's very hard to let your guard down when you're sober. You know, everyone's trying to get at you. Your shield is up. You know, and alcohol, soju, is the best way to just chill and relax. Let your guard down. Good afternoon. Did I say? Yeah, I did. Prabal, hi. So the patients, for you, doctor, they ask you, why does it hurt when I do this a lot? Is that all they ask you? By the way, the new Squid Game trailer dropped. Squid Game 3, I saw it. Looks interesting. I definitely like Squid Game. The first one, the second one is good too. Some people were complaining about the second one, but I thought it was fine. It's a great story, great acting. I watched the first episode of season 2 again last night after watching the trailer. And I was like, yeah, I love watching Gong Yu play the sale the salesman because he's like a total psychopath. He's like me. It's like that's me on the screen. Handsome, good looking, well dressed psychopath. I was like, I want to get a revolver, spin it, and 가위바위보 하나배기. I would be, I would be a complete natural as a salesman playing that game show host. Oh yeah, I have that personality, the game show host guy. So I should visit Kerala, God's own country. Why is it called? Why is it Kerala nicknamed God's own country? Enlighten me. So yeah, Squid Game 3 looks good. I saw the trailer for GTA 6. I don't know. To me, here's the thing about GTA, Grand Theft Auto. I played Grand Theft Auto 3 long time ago when it first came out. I played that game a lot. It was crazy. That game was crazy. It was mind blowing. Being able to steal cars and run over people and shoot. and then get, and then have the police chase you down. Yeah, I played Grand Theft Auto 3, but I didn't play 4 or 5. I'm not interested in 6. No. I was going to play the Vice City game, but didn't get my hands on it. But I did play GTA 3. I didn't finish that game. And if you're wondering, so on my other channel, Hey Just, I just uploaded a new short video, okay, introducing the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer and a tractor tire. So I was riding a bike around my neighborhood. Okay, this is the true story. I was riding my bike around the neighborhood, and ah, athletic guys. Why does the knee hurt during running? Hmm, interesting. And when I think about knee pain and running, I think of David Goggins. Like David Goggins just overdoes running. He does too much running. So, oh, thank you, Aramboni. Thank you so much. Tell me more about Kerala. Why is it nicknamed God's country? So, yeah, when I look at David Goggins' training, his David Goggins' training is incomplete. From my point of view, it's incomplete. He does too much running, and he needs to focus on other areas of fitness. So, for example, stretching. I don't see him doing stretching. Another is striking. Like he's a motivational speaker, and he acts like a tough guy, and he's got good stamina. But that's all he does is like stamina. I see a little bit of strength, like he does pull ups and trains with weights. Yeah, I've seen that. You don't know me, son. Like, yeah, okay. But what about speed? Okay, what about striking? David Goggins needs to learn how to fight. Like, if David Goggins wants to be the ultimate badass and back up his words, like, He needs to learn to fight. Yes, I saw that. Thank you, Aramboni. Thank you. Cheers. So I've seen David Goggins try to fight. John, I see you. Ask a question if you want. I've seen David Goggins try to fight, and he's trying, but he needs to develop it more. So, in my opinion, if I was training David Goggins, I would focus less on running because he's already like fucked up his knees too much with running. He's doing too much. Like you need to balance everything out. Like I know when I'm doing too many handstands. I was like, okay, my joints can't take it anymore. And I know David's like all about pushing further, pushing further. But then the next day, if you're injured, how you're gonna your progress is gonna slow down to a halt. So David Goggins needs to learn how to fight. Like I saw him training with Israel Adesanya. That's good, but he was just running with him. He was on the assault bike with him. I mean, okay, stamina, 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 stamina. That's all he focuses on. Think about okay. Here's my here. Okay, that's a good one. Cellar. You're talking about Jackie Chan. Okay, now here's what I want to say about Jackie Chan. When I think of Bruce Lee is the father of MMA. Okay, now in comparison, Jackie Chan is the father of what? What do you think? What do you think Jackie Chan is the father of? Don't say comedy. Yeah, he's a comedy slapstick. Okay, yeah, but what is so Bruce Lee is the father of MMA, right? What is Jackie Chan the father of in your mind? In my mind, Jackie Chan is the father of parkour, stunt fighting. Jackie Chan invented parkour, in my opinion. I mean, before Jackie Chan, who was really doing those kind of physical stunt like feats? Well, you can look back to like really back to like Buster Keaton, like Charlie Chaplin, right? But like Jackie Chan took it to the whole nother level. He infused it with kung fu, the parkour, the flips, jumping from scaffold to that scaffold and going through all that, right? It's like, is Buster Keaton the father of parkour or is Jackie Chan more the father of parkour? I would say I would give it to Jackie Chan. He's more the father of parkour, right? The principles that you see, right? Kids these days jumping and flipping from building to grass and all that, blah, 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 all these impossible feats that you can see. I think Jackie Chan created that. He started it. Yeah. Striking, yeah. So Goggins, when I look at Goggins, like okay, I understand his backstory. He got bullied a lot. He was discriminated. He lived in like an all white town. They they made fun of him, and he got fat. Who is Anton Fomenko? Who is he? Yeah, I get it. Goggins, he's got a lot of wounds, childhood trauma, and then he spits out like, "You don't know me, son," and just shouting at people. Yeah, they try to beat me down. My haters, I got a lot of haters. Fuck them. Stay hard, right? I think of like when I watch David Goggins speak, I laugh. I think he's like a stand-up comedian. Your knees hurt? Well, fuck it. Get up and run, piece of shit. Stay hard. I was like, okay. Okay, David, I'll do it. All right, all right. I'll stay hard. What does that mean, stay hard? Like, you want my dick to stay hard? Like, what? My body to stay hard? Stay hard. Why don't you say train hard? Shouldn't it be train hard, not stay hard? You can't stay. I'm going to bed, David. Should I stay hard while I'm sleeping? I'm taking a nap, David. Do I have to stay hard still? I'm going to the whirlpool, David. Do I have to stay hard still? So, the end. Is your name the end? Are you a b-boy? There's a b-boy in Korea named the b-boy the end. Very nice power mover. You should check him out on YouTube. YouTube b-boy the end. So, David Goggins is funny to me. He's like a stand-up comedian. He's like Chris Rock with a little bit of fitness involved, right? His training's not complete. He needs to incorporate stretching, speed, striking, grappling, right? If he wants to become the ultimate badass, like to back up his words, because like if David fought an MMA fighter, David would get his ass handed to him. This is honest opinion, right? And then all of that tough talk is just going to go out the window. So when I think of like a tough guy, a badass, I think of like Canelo, right? Canelo doesn't really talk a lot. He just bashes people up in the ring. Arthur Beterbiev, he doesn't really just Habib Nurmagomedov. I can't say his name anymore. Habib Nurmagomedov. Ah, Khabib, okay? Khabib, Conor McGregor, Khabib. Khabib is a badass, right? Doesn't really speak much, very few words, but his actions speak in volumes. Okay, so Khabib or Habib is more of a badass, motivational figure than David Goggins is, in my opinion. In my opinion. And Beevil beats Canelo. True. Conor McGregor. I'll tell you something about Conor McGregor. When I saw Conor and the whole Mayweather press junket, right? So remember when Conor was set to fight Floyd Mayweather for the first crossover fighting event of the century? Boxing meets MMA. Who's going to win, MMA or boxing, right? And everyone thought, MMA is going to win. MMA is going to beat boxing. And I knew before the fight was even announced that Mayweather is going to win because this is a boxing match. These are under boxing rules. There's no grappling, there's no kicking, there's no elbowing, there's no chokeholds, nothing. So of course Conor is like totally disabled. He's going to lose. He can't use a lot of his weapons. So I watched the whole McGregor Mayweather promotion, and I just enjoyed watching Mayweather roast. No, opposite. I loved watching Conor roast Mayweather on stage. Conor is just a genuine comedian. What listening to Conor speak and making fun of Mayweather was hilarious to me. I was just laughing. He should have just been. He just should have been a stand-up comedian and just roast Mayweather instead of just fighting Mayweather. Okay. Now, as a fighter, yeah, Conor's got good striking, but now I knew that when he lost to Khabib, and Khabib said, yeah, Conor will never be the same. Conor's like, he will never be the same. There's only one prime. Only one prime. Conor finish. Like, whatever Khabib says is true. It becomes true. So when Khabib said, like, who was the other guy? Tony Ferguson. Yeah. People asked Khabib, like, what do you think about Tony Ferguson? And then Khabib said, he's finished. He'll never come back as a champion. And he was right. Tony just keeps struggling. He keeps losing. And he said the same thing about Conor. Conor's not the same. He'll never be champion again. So once you lose like that, you can't come back. You break your leg, you won't be the same. You won't kick the same anymore. Khabib's right. If you want an oracle, if you want someone that predicts, talks straight, no bullshit, yeah, just listen to Khabib. He'll tell you the answer. So I knew Khabib was going to win. I always liked Khabib. And he's not really marketable. He's not very good with interviews. He doesn't look into the eyes of the female interviewers because that's halal, haram, right? It's against his religion, right? To have physical contact with any woman other than your wife, yeah, no, it's forbidden in his religion and culture. So yeah, I like Habib or Khabib. I don't know why they call him Khabib when his name is Habib. Habib Nurmagomedov. And what do I think of his peers like Islam Makachev and his students? They don't have they have Habib's training, but they don't have Habib's just spark. Habib has that charisma. His students do not. So I don't like watching his brothers or his peers, his students fight. I think they're all boring. They're vanilla in terms of personality. Like they just I train like okay, yeah, okay. They have nothing interesting to say, right? I don't see anything special. So that and Beevil, I like Beevil. Beevil's half Korean actually. Did you know that? He's half Korean, half Russian. And Beevil, I like everyone in after Beevil beat Canelo, so many boxers started learning about the Soviet boxing style. I don't know, here in Vancouver at least. They all started imitating Beevil and his Soviet boxing style. It's just one style, okay? And it just so happened to beat Canelo's style that night. So, but I like Beevil because any any guy, no matter what your profession, if you can laugh and make jokes, you and I are going to get along. Say you're a lawyer, your job is stressful, you're a boxer, your job is stressful, getting punched in the face. You're a doctor, you're dealing with sickness and death all day long. Being able to joke around and smile and laugh shows real character. That shows like a man that can overcome adversity and just yeah, just brush it off, you know? I don't like serious types. Like even Khabib, he jokes a little bit, right? Very little, but you can see it, right? Even some of his answers are so honest that it's so funny, brutally honest that it's funny, laughable, right? So yeah, I like a guy that can joke around. Soviet style looks like Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do. Yes, I see it. I see a bit of it. Bladed stance, the constant moving. But what is Jeet Kune Do? Jeet Kune Do split into two schools of thought. It was one school was like, okay, we're going to preserve the actual teachings that Bruce Lee incorporated, right? So like you can call that the old school. And then the new school of Jeet Kune Do is like, no, we're going to keep evolving Jeet Kune Do based on Bruce Lee's saying that, yeah, adapt what is useful, discard what is useless, add specifically to your own. So in that way, Jeet Kune Do, Jeet Kune Do is different to every individual. Okay, you need to apply what's useful to you. Okay, you're a tall guy, you're a muscular guy, you're an old guy, you're a skinny guy. Like, you need to find what works for you. So, do you see these two schools of Jeet Kune Do? The old, like, no, we're going to preserve the tradition, what Bruce Lee actually incorporated, versus the new school. It's like, okay, no, we're going to just keep adapting to what we can use in our own individual fighting style. So, what is Jeet Kune Do? Which school are you in? Smile, laugh, believe. Always gonna win. Usyk is funny. Usyk is a cartoon character. His eyeballs just keep popping out. But I like Usyk. His training is good. He just looks like a Usyk looks like one of those old vaudeville strongmen. You know, like especially when he shaves his head and he grows the mustache. He looks like an old strongman. He's funny. Lomachenko, he's good. I like Lomachenko. They both have the same style, Soviet style training. They use the same coaches. I like Lomachenko's style. Like Lomachenko, he incorporates swimming and puzzle solving, gymnastics. Okay, I like anybody that can think outside the box. Training like GSP, George St. Pierre. His coach got him into gymnastics, which I thought was a really smart idea because when you're doing a little grappling, you're flipping yourself around in the air. You have to develop spatial awareness. Right. Add to what you have and erase unessentials. Exactly. So your essentials might be different from my essentials, right? So each student doesn't have the same requests. So Jeet Kune Do keeps evolving based on the individual, right? You can't teach a class full of like 100 students the same style because they're all different. That was the problem with Bruce Lee's teachings. Like he's like, I no longer believe in styles anymore. There's no Chinese way of fighting. There's no Western way of fighting. There's no this way of fighting, boxing way, no karate, no taekwondo, no kung fu. It's like, unless we have 4 arms and 3 legs, we're going to have a different form of fighting, but we don't. We only have 2 arms and 2 legs. So how can I express myself? So that was the problem. Like, what can Bruce teach? Bruce can't, he realized he couldn't teach Jeet Kune Do. He could only just show them how to express themselves. You go back to his interviews. Go back to that famous black and white interview he did. Right? He talks about this. Fundamental movements. Yeah, you could see. You can look it up on YouTube. You can read his book on striking, the stance, and all that. Yeah, I mean, like, there's the basics like side kick, the jab, blocking, footwork. Like, those are the basics. But then you add layers on top of that, and then you get your own style, your own character, right? It's like every boxer can throw a jab, every boxer can throw an uppercut, but why is every boxer having their own style? Why is Bevel's style different than Canelo's? Right? Or Naoya Inoue. Inoue is fantastic. He's great with the basics, but then Inoue, he brawls. Just watch Inoue. Like Inoue when he boxes, he's like he learns all the basics. He does it thousands and thousands of times. You see his mitt work, right? He just same jab cross, right? Jab cross with his brother holding the pads. But then when you see him in the actual fight, first round, what does he do? He lowers his hands. Why does he lower his hands? Now, every coach would be like, Inoue, hands up. What are you doing? But Inoue's, he knows. He's been through the entire he's completed the circle of training. So he goes back to, I know everything. I know all the basics. Now, how can I flip it? So basically, like Inoue, he throws out all the basics when it comes to the first few rounds because he's testing his opponent. He wants to know what are their tendencies. It's like, I'm going to give you an open target. Come and get me. And I want to, he's testing their speed, their reaction time, their habits. He's just looking at, he's inviting. It's a bait. It's the bait. He's just luring his opponent in. Just like when you put like a can of cat food out in the wild. and you're trying to get all the stray cats to come in, and then you notice their tendency, their behaviors. You can study them. That's why Inoue got hit in the second round, because he threw away all the basics. He needed to study his opponent first, and then when he got to know, he understood his opponent, then he applied the basics. He kept his hands up, and then he went to work. Smart, isn't it? Strategy-wise. The smartest person in the room acts like the dumbest. Let that sink in. The smartest person in the room acts like the dumbest. If I know what I'm doing, I don't tell everyone, or I don't shout to the world, I know what I'm doing. No, I'm just quiet, keep my mouth shut, and I listen. And I observe. And then if I really need to show them, I show them. And I surprise them. Isn't it interesting? Like, people are so, how can I say? People are so ready to give away their secrets. People are so ready to tell you stuff. And yet so many of us aren't there to listen. Like, I'll give you an example. Girls, when you go on a date with a guy, do you notice that the guy just loves to talk about himself? He's just trying to show off, like how much money he makes, or what kind of job he does, or things that interest him. How often do you meet a guy on a first date that just sits there quietly and asks you questions and learns about you and listens? Very rare. Showing off is a fool's idea of glory. You are correct. Ding, ding, ding. You are correct. You are correct. Never show your hand. Okay? Let others show their hand. How do you let others show their hand? You just listen. Act dumb. Pretend like you don't know. And then let them reveal their cards. And then, at the end, you surprise them out of nowhere. That was Inoue's strategy. I don't know anything. My hands are down. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Come on and hit me. And then he got hit. And what did his opponent say? Oh, yeah, I can. The opponent said, yeah, I think I can beat Inoue. I think I can do it. No, Inoue's like, okay. Now it's game on. Did you see Inoue when he got hit? First thing I noticed, smart thing. Okay? This is how a fool reacts. If Inoue was a fool, so he got hit, got knocked down, a fool would try to get up right away. Why? Because it's like, I'm a man, I'm tough. You hit me? No, I can get up. Okay? Now, the problem is, if you get knocked down in boxing, right, your brain is like wobbling. Like, whoa, it's just lost all the gravity, right? So if you attempt to get up right away when you get knocked down, it's like walking on water. Your legs are unsteady, right? You're shaking. You might have a concussion, right? So a smart fighter, a person who's not a fool like Inoue, would just like chill, take a breath. So you saw Inoue, he got knocked down. What did he do? He stayed down, took a breath, looked at his corner. He's like, it's okay. He nodded at his coach. He's like, his father. He's like, no problem. I'll stay down. And then an 8 count, and then he got up. That is a sign of a wise man. Okay? It's all these little subtle things you got to pay attention to. I just wish Inoue started learning English, like Canelo. Just even say like thank you or hello. You know, it's really hard like trying to root for a fighter that doesn't speak English. Like Pereira, I can watch his fights, but the guy doesn't speak any English in any of his interviews. It's just so chama, like, huh? Like he's just, to me, he's like a robot. And Inoue, he's same thing, doesn't try. The thing about Canelo, I'll give Canelo props. Canelo learned English, and he knew that his fans, most of them spoke English. Now you see the Canelo, like he may sound like a fool to most people with that accent of his, but he's to me he sounds like Scarface. He's funny. Get the fuck out of here. Please, please get the fuck out of here. Please get the fuck out of here. Like Canelo's hilarious to listen to. He has no shame. His English is not perfect, but he tries at least. I want Inoue and Alex Pereira to do the same. Follow in Canelo's footsteps. Learn a little bit of English. In Korea, learn a little bit of Korean. 감사합니다. 안녕하세요. 한국말 잘해요. 아니요, 아니에요. Just be a fool. Be the fool. People will open up to the fool. People don't open up to the know-it-all, the Mr. Know-it-all. GGG, Triple G? Triple G was funny too. Triple G is like a little boy with stone hands. I smash everybody. Like Habib, or better be, I smash everybody. You see like Triple G shaking hands with the arm wrestler? Like he was in the ring, practice session in the gym. He was shaking hands. He was doing an arm wrestling with a fellow wrestler at his gym, and he just scrunched his hand. Triple G is he doesn't look big or menacing or intimidating. He's just an average guy body, and he just wrecks people. He's hilarious. And what do? I do kettlebells, kettlebell twists. I show you in my shorts. I do Triple G training. It works. Train like Triple G. M editor 6. Are you an editor for videos or magazines? What kind of editor are you? Whether it's boxing or Jeet Kune Do, there are fundamentals. Okay, jump rope, hitting the heavy bag, hitting the double end bag, running, doing your sit-ups, doing hours of sit-ups. Those are the basics. Doing neck bridges. Okay, do your neck bridges like Tyson. Okay. Shadow boxing. I mean, do you call that Jeet Kune Do? Do you call that boxing? Do you call that Muay Thai, MMA? No, we as fighters, we all know we have to incorporate these basics. So, yeah, don't worry about trying to learn Jeet Kune Do or boxing or MMA. Just learn jump rope, running, hitting a heavy bag, double end bag, shadow box, neck bridges, sit-ups, crunches, and all that. And then you'll develop your own style. Okay. Yeah, if you have no other questions, check out my other YouTube channel, Hey Just, HEYJUSX. I just posted a sledgehammer video. Take a look. I just hit a tractor tire I found near my house. So I brought my sledgehammer, 16-pound sledgehammer, just smashed it to death for like an hour last night when everyone went home. Take a look, okay? I'm gonna peace out now, so I'm gonna talk to you guys later, right? Have a great day, guys.